talking sideways, sideways, sideways. Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia. For me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah. Her Rex on her, yeah. B-Rex better calm down, yeah. If you go around, come around, yeah. Whole squad, yeah. Squad goes on the, yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes, yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah. You can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with the 2 dot team, and who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be taken very short. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Gabbert. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Gabbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And on the ground they go with a running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw for Gabbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The pitch goes to Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And an alley to run. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Gabbert on first down. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play fake. Gabbert. Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, Gabbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Richmond.
A second down throw for Gabbert. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. A toss out to Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down, here's Barkley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Play action. Gabbert rolling to his right. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are in for 6. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. Yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. A handoff to Smith. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, Prescott steps away to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll go on the ground. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Gabbert to Shepard, complete over the middle. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 78 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Now the point after try for Santos. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A first down throw for Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Gabbert now to throw on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, Gabbert. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Touchdown, Giants! Rashard Matthews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A little juke. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott on first down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle to Smith. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Final play of the half, Prescott. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10. Touchdown number 1 of the NFL career for young star Saquon Barkley. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it here with Smith. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Richmond!
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gabbard. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's a give to Smith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Prescott on the move to his left. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Hey, we go. Wide 80.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. A nice little juke. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. So following the interception, here's Gabbert. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Gets around him. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the red zone now, Gabbert. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second and goal from the 1.
Richmond.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side, and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Reset.
Gabbert here wants to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Barkley, toss play left. They find some open field here. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What would Big Al was thinking on draft night? Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-Men. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Here's Gabbert. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, shifts past him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Throwing here, Gabbard to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he loses the football a second time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke for way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in